Hello, my name is Darren Kittleson, and I live in Madison, Wisconsin, in the United States. And I'm a real estate broker. I've been in the industry for 33 years. I run a company here, franchise office that has about 160 real estate agents that work with me, and I've done this since 1989. I've spoken all over the world. I trained for my franchise company. I'm pretty deep into this industry, to say the least, and know how the industry works not only in the U.S., Canada, but also in a lot of other countries. As I've worked in Dubai, in South Africa, in Serbia. So, what I wanted to do is just take a minute and talk about this timeshare scam that I got caught into. I was having dinner one night and someone approached us and asked if we wanted discounts on some of the events or things that we'd want to do while we were there. So we took them up on the offer. We went to the presentation the next morning. I was promised it would be done by 11, and they weren't letting us go until I finally acquiesced and said, okay, I'll just buy one. And we got the paperwork done and all set up, and then really didn't do anything with it. In fact, in the time we've owned it from 2011 to now, we've used it one time. So let me talk about the scam itself. So I've got an email, I believe it was, from someone saying that they were a real estate broker from Phoenix, Arizona, with an offer potentially for my timeshare unit, and they knew everything about the week ahead, the amount of points it was, what we paid for it, all of that. So I assumed that that must have been because they were working with the resort. So I responded back and said I'd definitely be interested in it. So we go about a week or two down the road, and then I get an email from this group saying that I do have to get one thing because I wanted to take the funds out of Mexico, so we had to convert it from Mexican pesos into U.S. dollars, and I had to get this form by the Mexican government filled out and filed in order for that to happen. And oh, by the way, there was going to be a fee of X amount for that, and if you wired that money to their attorney in Mexico City, already they showed that the buyer had put that amount in my escrow account at Citibanamex. So I did that. And then a few weeks went by, and they said, "Oh, now there's this other issue because we have to pay tax on the sale, and that was going to be whatever this amount was. I had to wire it to this attorney's office in Mexico City, but don't worry, the money's in your escrow account at Citibanamex." Now, at the second time they asked for the wire, I got suspicious. And so then I called the number on the bank statement that they gave me from Citibanamex. They answered the phone at Citibanamex. They confirmed the amount of money in the account per what they showed me in the statements that they were providing me. So then I calmed down a little bit. And this type of thing, this pattern of asking for more money to be wired kept going on until it got, I think it was, I did four times. And every time I got more leery about this, but it was almost $25,000 where I finally said, "This is it. This can't be legit. I'm sick of this." And and of course, they put a lot of pressure on me. They threatened things, all this other stuff, but then they disappeared, and so did all my money. Finally, I want to say a big thank you to Timeshare Advice Center for putting the word out about this. If that had existed when I was brought into that scam, I know that I would have saved my money. And it didn't. I did all the research I possibly could and couldn't find anything that sounded anything like this. Now, here's the thing: the properties are different. The players are in different states or have a different MO, if you will, but it's the same idea. It's play off our greed, give us an offer because they sounds like they're from the inside, so you think it must be legitimate. They set up an escrow account and make you feel like you've got your money there sitting for you, and then they start nickel and diming you for more money. If you send any, they're going to ask for more. If you send any, they're going to ask for more. So here's the last thing I would just tell you: if you get any documentation from anybody, don't respond to that documentation. Go find that company's information and go reach out on your own using that information so that they can't be feeding you scam emails and phone numbers and funneling you into that because then you think it's legit. Again, a big thank you to Timeshare Advice Center on this because I just don't want anyone else to lose money at all to these scammers. And once the money is wired, it's gone. So don't let that happen to you. Thanks for giving me a couple of minutes.